Hey everybody, Owen here from the Hogs of War Lardcore team, and welcome back to our channel. As I'm sure you're probably wondering from the video title, what is going on with the generated maps? Well, let's waste no time and jump right into it. As a member of the Hogs of War community, the one thing I've always focused on has been informing players, whether they are new to Hogs or veterans, and that isn't going to change when it comes to Lardcore. As a team, we intend to be completely open with the community, especially when there are elements of the game that prove to be fundamentally problematic. I hate to say it, but for as of right now, the generated maps are sitting in that very category. Now make no mistake, we want to be including the generator in multiplayer. We understand how integral it is to the game mode, but because of the complexity it brings, we have no choice but to include it as a stretch goal on the Kickstarter. Now you may be thinking, well, surely that's fine, right? If it's on the Kickstarter, then it's going to be included in Lardcore. Well, as with everything within the Kickstarter, there is always going to be the possibility that such a goal may not be achieved. But obviously we want to hit every single stretch goal. Okay, so why exactly are the generated maps causing such a problem? To gain better clarity on the situation, I turned our attention to the main chaps that understand the game's original code better than I do, our programmers. They summed things up for us in the simplest terms possible. When it comes to the generated maps, the original code isn't currently running, and so hooking it up back into Lardcore isn't an easy task. Alongside this, we are now using a multi-layering texturing technique to create terrain. So because of this, we then have to figure out an algorithm to generate these multi-layered textures. Generally speaking, the creation of this algorithm is going to be much harder and significantly more time-consuming than simply restructuring the old code. And so ultimately this is why you'll be seeing generated maps as a stretch goal. If achieved, the additional funding from the Kickstarter would allow us to spend more man hours on this important area of multiplayer, with hopefully additional bells and whistles to provide you, as the player, with more customization options. As always, we greatly appreciate the patience and understanding the community has had with this project. Going forward, as I've mentioned previously, we want to maintain this level of transparency with you across all areas of Lardcore, because effectively at the end of the day, it will be you guys who are investing in us. So you deserve to know the ins and outs of everything that we have going on, problems included. Now what we'd love to know from you guys is what other additional or more specific options would you like to see offered within generated maps. It could be being able to specify the amount of vehicle health available, or perhaps the inclusion of the duck and truck in those maps. Let us know everything you have to say in the comments below, and as always we look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Don't forget to stay up to date with all of our development posts across our social media, the links of which you can of course find in the description. Once again, just a big thank you to everyone for sticking around and getting involved in these discussions. Plenty more content to come and those eventual Kickstarter release date details, but it's bye for now.
Conundrum.